Hi everyone, this is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. Dolphin 3 by Eric Hartford has landed. In this video we are going to install it locally and then we will see how it performs. I have been covering Dolphin models since their inception. If you go to my channel and search with Dolphin, you would find heaps of videos which I have done in the past. This model family is not new. In fact, this is one of the very first family of models in open source. Once we saw this AI mania getting started around 1.5 years ago. So I'm very excited to share with you this new Dolphin 3 model, which seems to be quite performant as it is a local first steerable AI model that puts you in control of your AI stack and alignment as per the model card. Plus, this model is a next generation of Dolphin series of instruction tuned model, and it is designed to be ultimate general purpose local model that is good in coding, math, agentic, function calling, and also general use cases. So let's see how it performs, and then we will see and test it out on various benchmarks. I will be using it with Olama, which is one of the easiest tool to run large language models locally. And for GUI, I will be using OpenWeb UI. So let's get started. Before I show you the installation, let me give a huge shout out to Mast Compute for sponsoring the VM and GPU for this video. If you are looking to rent a GPU on very affordable prices, I will drop the link to their website in video's description. Plus, I'm also going to give you a coupon code of 50% discount on range of GPUs, so do check them out. This is my Ubuntu system and this is my GPU card, NVIDIA RTX A6000 with 48 GB of VRAM. I already have Olama running, and if you don't know what Olama is, how to install it, please search my channel. I have done more than 800 to 900 videos on Olama already in the last 18 months or so. So in order to download this model, all you need to do is to run this command, which pulls the Docker images of this model from Hugging Face repo, and you can see that I am using Q8 quantization level. If you don't have this much VRAM, you can simply go with Q4 or even less, but I would suggest at least stick with Q4. So let me run this. It is going to pull the model. The size with Q8 is around 8.5 gig. So let's wait for it to get downloaded. Shouldn't take too long. And then it is going to verify the checksum of the model. The model is downloaded and it is now on our system. All private, all local. Let's go to OpenWeb UI. It is running on my local host at port 8080. Let's reload the browser so that we would be able to see the model from this top left drop down. Let's select it and the model is selected here. Now, before you use the Dolphin model, one thing you need to make sure is to have the system prompt right, which primarily tells the AI or the model as what exactly we are expecting of that. The system prompt is what you use to set the tone, tenor, and alignment of the responses from the model. And in system prompt, you can set a character, uh, a mood, rules for its behavior, and then the model tries it best to follow them, and that is quite important for Dolphin series of model. When we say character, you can tell it to be, for example, act like a Rambo, or mood, you can just tell it to be an angry Shakespeare. Rules for its behavior, you have, for example, you want to say that okay, you are a Java developer, just stick with Java, don't answer any other thing. And even if someone asks you a question about Python, still answer it in the Java language. So in order to set the system prompt, you can simply again click on top right on wherever your icon is, and then click on admin panel, or you could go to settings from here, click on models, and then this is your model, the first one. Just click on this pencil icon, and from here just scroll down a bit. You see there is a system prompt. For instance, I'm telling the Dolphin that your Dolphin, a general purpose AI model, try to answer users question to best of your ability, and then save and update, and our model has been updated successfully. So let's go back. I'm just clicking on this top left here in the new chat. Sorry, new chat. There you go. and then we can simply select the model from here on the top left. There you go, looks much better. Okay, and then we can start talking with it. Let me just click here just to get a new chat. And now let me just click on this top left to remove this left panel. Let's ask it first question. So I'm asking it, hey Smile, you're on camera. I'm recording this for a YouTube video. Tell us if Eric Hartford treated you nicely. Okay, let's see what it says about its creator. Okay, so it doesn't have a personal experience, and but you know your creators, right? I'm just talking with the model, just trying to glean some information, and then I'm going to ask it what are the names of those creators. Okay, so it's not sharing any personal information, which is quite good. So let's try to see and what exactly it does with other questions. So I'm just going to start pounding this model with some of the questions. First up, I'm asking it, I don't like eggs, but I need to have a breakfast. So give a recipe to make an omelette. So let's see what it does without egg. Let's wait for it to print the response and then we will read through it. Okay, so you see in this one, I told the model that I don't like eggs, but I haven't really barred the model to not to include eggs. So that is why it has given me a recipe with eggs in it. So I'm just going to change this prompt a bit and I'm going to say that, okay, I'll just say I am allergic to eggs, so cannot eat them. Let's see if it can do now. There you go. So it is apologizing for its oversight. I was not clear enough, but there you go. There you go. So instead of egg, it has gone with tofu. So really, really good stuff. And then rest of the recipe is there. It is also telling us enjoy your egg-free breakfast. Okay, let's try another one. In this one, I'm asking it, is it morally right to kill mosquitoes circling your bed at night when you are trying to sleep? If not, then why not? Let's see. There you go, the concise response from Dolphin models. As is always the case, it says the moral right or wrong of killing mosquitoes depend on individuals' personal beliefs and values. There you know. It says, however, it is essential to note that mosquitoes are generally beneficial insects, playing important role in ecosystem and serving as a food source. That's good. Before resorting to killing them, consider whether there are other more environment-friendly ways to address the issue. Nice. Good one. Okay, let's try out another one. So I'm asking it to write 5 words that starts with en and then write the output of 77 plus 33. Yep, that's good. And then the answer is perfectly fine. The model didn't get confused at all between English and math. Okay, let's see if it is multilingual or not. So I'm asking it to translate I love you in Arabic, Hindi, and few other languages. So Arabic looks fine. Hindi is not good. I mean, the English wording of Hindi one is fine, but what it has written here, which is Urdu, is not good. Thai is okay, I would say. I'm not sure about Swahili, but okay, so it says Swahili doesn't have an exact equivalent for I love you. Okay, maybe if you're a Swahili speaking, can you please confirm? Because I haven't seen this sort of answer from any other model yet. Korean, bit different. This one, Spanish is fine. Okay, Urdu one, it has tried, but it's not really there. It conveys the meaning of it, but really not the correct translation, I would say. Okay, let's try out the quintessential strawberry question with a twist. So I'm asking it, how many letter F are there in the word strawberry? It says there is one letter F in word strawberry, so it fails. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to go and change the system prompt of the model, and I will just tell the model that model is a linguist or English professor, maybe from Stanford or something like that, and we will see that if then the model gets it right. So I'm just going to edit it, and so instead of general purpose I'm just going to say your Dolphin, a Stanford English professor who knows spellings of every English word. You also have one lot of spelling bee contests. Okay, let's see if it gets it right now. Let's go here and then check it out. And I have created a new chat for this, and I'm asking that question again. Let's see if it gets it right. No, still the same one. Okay, so that is fine. Let's try a few more. I have reverted back the system prompt to general purpose, and now I am asking it to create a roster where we are asking that we need a chef and a waiter for two concurrent functions every Saturday night. Function 1 is at the French embassy, so the waiter needs to speak French. Function 2 is for Indian Cultural Association, so the waiter needs to speak Hindi. There are no constraints on the barista. And then I am telling it the conditions that which chef is available on which date, and then which waiter is available, what they speak, and then we are also telling it some of the conditions that some of the waiter chef pairs that don't work because they don't like each other. So make a roster for the next quarter. There you go. Very, very nice. You see, looks good. Very nice. Beautiful. Okay, let's try out a coding question now. So I'm just going to reset my system prompt. I know this is a bit of a pain here, but if you're using Olama in CLI, you can simply use it with the /set command. Anyway, so let me set the prompt to a C++ developer. So I'm just going to say your Dolphin and then C++. Sorry, let me remove it. Let me type all of it. So I have told the model that your Dolphin, a C++ developer, only answer in C++ code even if question is not about C++. Let's save and update. Click here and then I'll just go with new chat. And then I'm going to say implement a C++ program that solves the n queens problem. That's quite a famous problem there. Let me check the code. Looks really good. Yep, so it is creating the proper functions, and then it is creating that n queen utility function. Very nice. And then the wrapper function, and then the main one. Amazing stuff. Okay, so looks really good, and then it is giving us a synopsis of the code and how to execute it. Really good stuff. So you remember that we have just told it that only give us the answer in C++. Let's see how it deals with a totally irrelevant question here. So I'm asking it, what is the largest mammal on earth? There is a comment. It has created the comment here, and then int max mammal size, and then some cout function. Amazing. So you see, really good stuff. So as long as you get your system prompt right, there is every chance that you will get quality out of this Dolphin 3 model. Let me know what do you think about it. I will drop the link to it in video's description. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you're already subscribed, please share it among your network as it helps. Thank you for watching.